Great day, everybody, and welcome to the Money Plan. I am Dr. Marion Sister Fua, and this Money Plan course is a course that I designed in order to support people to be able to understand their finances, their money, their credit, and how to build and maintain assets to have that core part of your life, your finances, be in direct harmony and explore an exponential existence. So today's conversation is called Let's Get Your Money. And what I mean by let's get your money, I'm talking about let's figure out where your money is with the money you already have. I don't want to spend a lot of time, and you will notice that whenever I come in here, I never really talk about, you beginning a business or starting a new investment. What I talk about is looking at what we have right here, right now in your hand and allowing yourself to begin to build up so you can have a stronger foundation. So let's get started. One, money is a tool. Credit is an extension of you being able to have money. Money is a servant. Credit is a servant, right? So if you hear me say money, I'm talking about credit as well, right? And assets. Money is a tool. Money is a servant. Money likes to circulate and grow. Money likes to um, Money likes to be able to grow, magnify itself. It is available for you. It is right in front of you. It is right in your hand. It is loving you. But you got to treat your money like you treat your loved ones. The ones you really love, that thing you're really passionate about. Treat your money the same way. And what that means is you got to spend time with it. You got to have a conversation with it. You got to look at it. You got to see what it needs. You got to see how you can spend time with it, how you can allow it to be shown off to other people. And I'm not talking about showboating when I say shown off. That means I want you to show that you're manifesting and creating and acquiring assets, that you are creating practices, habits, and knowings that allow you to let it have its natural way in your life, that you're not hiding it, that you're not afraid of it, that you're not thinking that you can't access it. This is what I mean by showing off your money. So today let's get started. So I want to introduce a plan that I want to try to implement. Everyone's going to be talking about how to do all these ways to save money in the new upcoming lunar calendar, right? But really the new year really began in October. But for us here, we use the lunar calendar. And so you're going to invest your time going forward in people, experiences, and actions that can give you the greatest results. And that greatest results we're talking about today is having money at the end of the year to do what it is we want to do. So let's get started. So there are 365 days in a year. We are in agreement. The lunar calendar is 365 days in a year. If it's leap year, it'll be 366. But let's just stick with what we know is the usual, which is the 365 days in the year. Now you'll hear people say save a penny, then add however many pennies. Excuse me. My program is similar in that I want you for every day starting January 1st, I want you to take $1 and then I want you to add 5 to it every day. So it looks like this. On the 1st of January, you're going to have $1 and then you're going to add 5, which is $1 for the word money, MONEY. That's 5 letters. So on the 1st, you're going to put $6 to the side. On the 2nd, you're going to put another dollar plus 6. Do you get it? Do you get it? You're putting $1 for every day, but you're also adding $5. So it looks like that. So today, on the 1st of January, you're going to put $1 plus $5 for the letters money. And I want you to do it in singles. I know it's difficult to have cash money, but I want you to get in the habit. Creating habits is what we're about, right? You want to make sure, okay, if you want to do it electronically, then that means you should start an account and you should transfer $6 on the 1st. You're going to transfer another $7 on the 2nd. You're going to transfer another $8 on the 3rd. You're going to transfer $4. 4 plus 5 is $9. $9 on the 4th, right? Do you see what I'm doing? Do you see what I'm doing? Do you see what I'm doing? So you're going to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. But I just want you to do that basic. And if you're getting nervous because you're thinking about the size of the transfer or the size of the amount of dollars that you do, I want you to make this a priority, because this is the money that's going to show you and be the springboard and the foundation for you to begin either your investments or for you to really springboard into your savings for the future. Or maybe it's a savings plan for you to have some fun times. Whatever it is, I want you to experience it at the highest level. So you got that pattern. Now there's a part B that you can do. You could just say, I'm only going to put $6 in every day. $6 every day. You're still going to have a return on your investment, right? Because 365 times 6, right, is going to get you 26, almost $2,200, right? If you just do it that basic way. So there's two ways you can do it. As I said, you can do the compounding method, which means that on the first, you're going to put $6. On the second, you're going to put $7. On the third, you're going to put $8, right? On the fourth, you're going to put $9. And you just keep going for whatever that day of the month is. You're going to put that amount of dollars plus the $5 that spell or that symbolize the word money. Or you can do the more simplistic plan, because some of us are not big risk takers and we don't want to bite off more than we think we can chew. Or you can just simply make sure you're adding $6 every day to an account. Okay. And that's what we're going to be working with. Welcome to the program. Thank you for being here. So we're going to be adding that $6 every day for 365 days. Listen, I want you to do it every day. And the reason I want you to do it in cash, and the reason I'm saying create you a document. Listen, when you go to the Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store or Family Dollar, Target, Walmart, wherever you shop, wherever you shop, they have these little plastic fish bowls. And you can use that, or you can go get a canister, one of those canisters. Find you something to keep it, but make it look nice. Decorate it. Make it look fancy. Okay? And when making it look fancy, that means that every day, all right, love, thank you. So every day when you are going to place this money into this bin for the whole 365 days of the year, you can see that it's something valuable. It's something appealing to your eye. It's not a detriment. You're not punishing yourself. Money, like, you have to have a relationship with your money. And again, what I mean by money is your cash, your assets, and your credit. And how do we get this habit? We got to get in this habit of paying, just like you get in the habit of paying your bills. Some of us are better at it than others when we pay our debt back. Some of us pay on time, some of us don't, but that's because we're not planning and we're not advocating. And we'll talk about that in another conversation about how do you handle and negotiate bills. But let's get your money, not the money that you're giving away. Listen, unfortunately, if you live in America, or now most other countries are doing it too, they're taking out, taxes, pre-taxing your income. So before you even get it, they're taking out their portion of taxes. So why not take out your portion for yourself? Okay. And that's why I said the next series will be about how do you negotiate debt and how do you pay it down. And I know we got all this stuff on the internet. What I'm going to tell you may not be new. I'm just going to give you a new perspective on how to make it plausible and possible in our current situation. As you already know the story of myself, I was once there when I didn't have anything, not even a nickel to put to the side. And then I became bold and I said, little by little, because it's incremental growth, just like anything else that grows, it doesn't just pop out. You plant the seed, it begins to germinate, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and eventually you get a bloom. That's how our financial stability has to be. I cannot emphasize this enough, that if you have money problems, you're going to have relationship problems. If you have money problems, you're going to have emotional, mental challenges. If you have money problems, you're going to have physical health issues. If you have money problems, you're going to have issues with your education, your job, your career, your business. If you have money problems, you got some challenges, because everything is connected. There is no, this is the only issue I got, but I'm good every place else. You're in balance. And that's so just want to share that with you. We got to stop treating our money and our finances like it's a stepchild or it's the mat that we wipe our feet on when we're coming in out the mud. It's not that. In this particular physical world, there's a need for us to have comfort. And how do you have comfort? By managing your and creating and obtaining assets with low depreciation rates that you can easily liquidate to get more cash and or credit. And you do that by managing your credit. Now, I don't have any control over my credit. Yes, you do. There are ways and systems. And so coming forward, starting in January, there's going to be a series that talks about how you actually address your credit. I know there are credit repair companies that are out there. I'm aware that it's all on the internet, but you haven't done it. Most of us haven't even done it yet. So why not have somebody come in just like I did when I showed you your assets that you have and what you're working with, your net worth. When we walked through that, a lot of you were shocked. I got a lot of emails and a lot of text messages that were thanking me for going through that process because that you thought you were broke. When you realize you have things you can liquidate if you really needed to in order to do it. So we're going to have some people talking about that. But this process today is how do you get your money? Your money, because it's your money. You're trading your time for money. You have retired. You are maybe you have disability. Can I tell you that I have a friend that's disabled that lives like they're still working in their job? It's how you utilize your money. As I often tell people, this is the most poignant story I can tell you that I remember for myself personally that was like, girl, get your stuff together, was when I realized I was driving. That's when Mac Cafe had first came out. And that was way back when, maybe in the early 2000s, maybe late 90s. And I used to drive to work at the school. And I would stop and get me a Mac Cafe. At that time, I think it was like $3 for a large, or maybe, just to say $3 for a large. So then I would get the hot coffee on the way. And on my way home, I would get the iced coffee, right? And then one day I was thinking about I wanted to go do something. I wanted to go and do something. And then I was thinking about it. And I said, wait a minute. I started looking at my bank statement. And I realized that I'm spending $6 every day. And school was 38 weeks. So 6 times 38 or 4 times 6, right, is $240. What could I do with that? Without at that time, that was my car note and insurance. That's how long ago it was, right? So think about that. What else? Then I started saying, well, what else am I doing? And then I realized that I was paying for magazine subscriptions that I could go to the library and read. Because I'm not really reading the magazines. They're kind of just taking up space in my house. So then I realized I'm paying for magazine subscriptions. I realized that I was paying for memberships on things that have nothing to do with where I want to go and things I can access at a no-cost level. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be looking at our money. We're going to be looking at our credit. What's on our credit that's really damaging us? Some things we can adjust and some things we can't. But in the moment right now where we're starting, we can begin to get your money because it's your money. So that's why I'm suggesting this plan of savings. Even if you are incapable of always putting $6 for every day of the month or every day of the year, however many days you can put that $6 in that container, do it. And when you don't do it, don't get upset. Don't start saying, oh, I'm a failure. Oh, I'm broke. This is crazy. This lady should just want me to embarrass myself. And don't touch it. And don't touch it. Trust yourself enough to don't touch it. Oh, but I got to get gas to get to work. Don't touch that $6. Don't touch any of that money, because this is another thing for the subconscious mind. And this is where the mindset and the self-actualization comes in at. You have to trust yourself and know that what you are doing is for the greater good of you first. Because if you can correct your financial habits and behaviors now, what do you think will happen going forward? And the psychological effects of money on Black women, we talk about that. And I specifically in my case study, in my story, I talk about how I grew up around comfort and seeing people being, comfortable financially, but no one ever sat me down and told me how that works. So we have to begin. Why? Because they weren't comfortable, because whatever they were doing is what they were doing. So we're going to put $6 every day for 365 days beginning January 1. If you want to start sooner, that's fine with me. But I suggest you take this time to really figure out where you're going to get that $6 from. Where are you going to get the $6 from? Is it going to be because you're not going to go out for lunch on your work period, on your lunch period, or you're not going to, I don't know, buy a coffee? You're not gonna order the extra large meal. You're gonna get the regular size meal. Maybe you're not gonna get all the appetizers, the meal, and 4 drinks. You're just gonna get 2 drinks. Thank you for being here. So you have to decide. So let's look at today. I want you to, after today, because I'm wrapping up now. I'm wrapping up. I actually went over my 15 minutes, but I want to make sure that you are clear that what I'm suggesting for you to do, take a time out and see where you are spending money currently. Do you really need that particular thing? Maybe instead of buying 4 bottles of wine, maybe only buy 2. Find some things to distract you. And we're going to talk about, as I said, as we're going forward, I'm going to be walking you through this course. I'm going to be walking you through this process because it is doable. The goal is not to flash and dash. The goal is to have financial assurances. Assurance. That means you're assured. There's a knowing that you're going to be okay financially, not a windfall. We're definitely going to have someone come in and talk about taxes too. Don't think it's not coming. Because if you don't understand tax law, or you don't understand the possibilities for you when it comes to taxes, I know everybody and their mama are telling you, oh, claim your children as an employee, start an LLC and claim. There's more to it than that. There is more to it than that. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. So going forward, the basic plan is $6 every day, starting January 1 all the way to December 31. Don't touch the money. Don't borrow the money. You can add more to it if you choose. Plan B is for every day that it is, you're going to put the $6, which is $1 for the day, $5 for the word money, and then you're going to add the amount that is the number of days. So if it's day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8, you're going to add to it. Okay. So for instance, on January 1st, you're going to add $6 plus you would add $1 for the first day. The next day, you're going to add $8, right? And then so on and so on and so on. Okay. All right. Anything else? Any comments? Any questions? Until next time, remember, I am Dr. Marian Sister Afua of the Azon Life Alchemy Center. We are here to support you in having life harmony and an exponential existence through our program services. Also want to take the time out to remind you to check our calendar of events that is in all of our groups. You are part of our family, so you can participate in all levels of our program, including our retreats, including our workshops, including our support services and workshops that we have here at the Azon Life Alchemy Center. Thank you for being here. Have a continued great day.